Well, welcome back to One of Those Photos, and today we're going to talk about, back there, back the rear end, our bum, and comfort on the on your rear end. I mean, saddles are a big talking point, and there's a number of different saddles on the market that suit different people. But today I'm going to talk about the ISM Adamo seat, as it's marketed as a comfy seat. So, what are the good things about this seat? How do you fit it? How do you set it up? And what are the advantages of it? Roll that intro. Well, today we'll be talking about the Adamo ISM seat and how you set it up, how you make the adjustments, how you fine-tune it to make it very comfortable for you. Now, myth has it that this seat was specifically designed by a guy for his wife because she was having some seat pain when she was riding with him, and what he did is he basically thought there must be a better seat, so he designed the Adamo ISM. Well, if this is more comfortable for everyone, it's questionable. But what we are going to do is we are going to talk today about the advantages and how to set up the seat. Well, this is the Adamo fitted to my bike, and as you can see, I've got the rails. If you look at the bottom rails where they're connected to the seat post, they're not straight, and I know a lot of ISM Adamo videos tell you to put them straight, but I found that when you do that, you tend to keep falling off the front of the seat. So I tilt it up a bit, and I like to have it so when you're sitting that little gully that you can see on the top of the seat, that it sort of holds you in position. Now, it is a little bit difficult to set these up because, unlike a normal seat, they're not flat on top. So we've got the level on top there, and we can see that my seat actually tilts a little bit further forward, or down, should I say. And it depends how you're using the seat, because if you're using it just for normal road riding, you'll tend to have it, I believe, in this position if you like to ride on the top of the hoods. But if you're going to be in the drops or a triathlon seat, you may want to have the front part of that seat more flat, so it feels like you're sitting on that nose more, because it does, when you do go into the drops, it does put a little bit more pressure on. Now, saying all this, seats are a very personal thing. They're like gloves. If the glove's too big or too small, it doesn't fit you, and you have to try a different seat. So please remember, this is just my interpretation of setting up the ISM Adamo. Well, what makes an Adamo seat different? Well, it has quite a unique design, and the front part of the seat is where it's pretty obvious because it's not one piece, it's actually split. So there's actually two pieces that come out like this into the front of the seat, and you can sit on that part of the seat. So it gives you this hollow section through the middle, and a lot of brands have tried to mimic this hollow line, or this, since the Adamo's come out, to try and relieve pressure in the center of the seat so it doesn't give you any discomfort. But I don't think that's the only reason why the Adamo is so comfortable. It's because it actually has quite a wider section throughout the seat, so it gives you quite a lot of support, especially for people like me who are probably a little bit bigger, or people who want to move around on the seat more and don't want that very, very skinny nose that they have on most seats. Now, the Adamo seat has gone through two main different designs. Now, the original ones were a little bit different to the modern ones, and I personally find that the old Adamo seats to be a little bit more comfortable than the newer ones. They're similar, but there's slight different shapes in them that make them not quite as comfortable once you've been riding on them for a long time. So if you can get the older ones, they can actually be more comfortable, but it depends. Obviously, it depends on yourself. But I've been riding them for a long time. I really like them. I think they're great seats, and I really like the way that they give you a lot of support throughout the center of the seat when you're riding on the top of the hoods. I find it very, very comfortable. It kind of holds your position on the bike because it's got that slight dip in it. There's a lot of other brands that have actually have those dip as well in them from different manufacturers. So I think that's part of the reason, and you need to try these seats. That's the problem, but getting them and trying them. But if you go on your local second-hand thing that you have here, we have Facebook and we have Gumtree, and you pick up some of these seats. A lot of people like try them and then sell them, and you can do the same thing. You pick them up quite cheap, and it doesn't cost you as much if you buy them new, because some of these seats can be quite pricey. So that's my review today, Innie, for the Adamo. Give them a try, and leave a comment down below what you think, if you like the Adamo, or if you think they're a load of garbage, they don't suit you, what's your favourite seat, and why you bought that seat. Okay guys, well, catch you and see you next vid.